Grand risings, my darlings. How are we all doing today? I hope that we're all doing absolutely swell. I sure am. How's everyone doing? We're back. We are back. How much is private reading? If you not private, if you look at for live readings, if you go to my link tree and have a look in there, that will have all my prices for my readings. It does. And that's got all the prices. Be a member, guys. Yes or no's are free. Anything else is paid. So if you would like a reading, y'all know what to do. How is everyone doing today? We all doing good? You can do PayPal, you can do Stripe, you can do Buy Me a Coffee. I have many ways that you can pay, boo. Or you can do Stripe. So yeah, we have many ways that we can pay for readings. Hello Polar, hello Alicia, how are you? Hello Jessica, hello Nini, hello Brandon, how are you? Did Luke drive past you yesterday while you was walking? Let's see, let's have a look. Yes, he did, my darling, yes. Thank you for the heart, me. You're welcome, my darling. Will R accept you to be with R this year? Let's see. Yes. Of course you can be added, Jasmine. We have a good day tomorrow. Let's see. We have a good day tomorrow. Let's see. We have a good... I feel that you will, but I feel like there are going to be a few struggles. So you will have an okay day. I wouldn't say it's going to be good, but I'd say it's going to be okay. There will be a few struggles, but nothing too much. Will you respond positively to your text message? Let's see. I feel like there's going to be a slight bit of negative in his tone, but I feel 90% of it will be positive. Okay, with a minor negativity. Okay. I'm good, thank you, Catherine. How are you, my darling? Energy or J with you? We can do that. Who is J-E? Is that a different person or is that just J? Just want to double check before I do it. Want to make sure I've got everything right. Same one. Okay. We can do that. Let me have a bit of Monster. Well, I say let me have a bit. I just down the whole thing. Whoops. Right, let's have a look, babe. Let's see. Thoughts, feelings, and intentions. We can do that. I know. I know. I just love Monster. It's right, I'm starting my treadmill again tomorrow. And I'm eating less. I didn't eat till 2 yesterday in the afternoon. It's the first time I ate anything. It was 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm not having lunch today, so... I should be good. I've only had 1 meal today. And a pork pie, and that was it. So, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the heart meets, my darling. So, what I would say here for you is I feel like Jay has realised that he's left you in the past by accident. He feels like he has gone forwards quite fast, but not giving you time to catch up. So, it's almost like he's realising that he's moving forwards way too fast at the moment and not actually being considerate and thinking about where you are in life. Okay, it's almost like he's done this out of habit. I feel like you're not the only person he's done this to before. Thank you, Polar. Okay, okay, Alicia, I can add you, boo. So I feel like this was an accident, and I feel like he is starting to realise that. So it's almost like he will start coming back now he realises what he's done. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he can see that you will fight for anyone. So it's almost like he's realising that he needs to start fighting for you like you did for him. Okay, which is also moving him forwards as well, my darling, and making it easier for him. What I will also say here for you as well, my sweet, is I feel like he is going to get better, and I feel like he is going to move forwards a lot more with you, which would also suggest that he's actually going to create a relationship with you that he never thought he would have originally, but I do feel like it is going to get better. Thank you, Sage. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is it's almost like he's starting to see the negativity that you've gone through. And he started realising that he needs to actually pick himself up, move forwards, and start joining you. Start helping you out and start thinking, let's do this. Let's succeed. Okay, my list isn't too long, my darling. We only started 6 minutes ago. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's going to start treating you as one of his family. Okay, so almost like how he treat a family member, but better, like a sister. Okay, so I feel like he's starting to realise that you will eventually move on completely. So he's realising that he needs to rebuild a relationship as quickly as he can. Okay. Yesterday he praised you. That was not meant to sound that sarcastic. Sorry. He praised you? I'm so pleased for you. That's actually really good. Guys, I know it looked sarcastic. That was genuine. I just have a sarcastic vibe around me. I'm sorry. That's amazing. So he's starting to become more like a willow and less like an oak. Okay, which is really good because we really want him to be like a willow tree where he's still strong but goes with the flow and still has a nice vibe around him. Because as nice as oak trees are, they're just really stubborn, very strong-minded, a little bit too masculine oak trees are. Where willow is more of a mix between the mask and the femme. Okay, so it's really good that he's gone into that sort of area of his life now. It's really good that he's starting to move in the correct direction with you and starting to slow down. So we are heading into a better situation with him as well. Okay, so I do feel like this is much better for you, my darling. Okay. He told, hello Hollybobs, he told them he was now where he is because of my help. Exactly, so that is actually really good that he's noticed. Thank you for the heart, me. And that he's finally gone, hey, I've been a bitch, let's compliment you, let's praise you, let's give you some gratitude for the help that you've given me. It's good that he started to realise that. Okay, hello Bear One. So what I would say here is keep taking that praise. Okay. Keep taking that praise, keep being happy, and keep being there like, we can do this. Okay? Because that is what we need. That is what is desired, and that is what is needed in this life. Okay? Thank you for all the payments y'all are sending through. What I will also say, he calls you sissy. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing where you live. Because in England, if you call someone a sissy, you're calling them a pussy. Is that... So is that... like good for you? Does that mean sister where you are? Because I know in the UK if you call someone a sissy, that ain't a good thing. That is not a compliment at all. You meant sister, okay. I was going to say where I am, if you call someone a sissy, you better run. Because that person is going to get that and that. They are not going to be kind to you afterwards. So that's good. I don't think that will change. I think he'll continue to call you Sister Boo. Okay, as long as it's sister and not sissy. Because basically in the UK, if you call someone a sissy, you're basically calling them a puff. You're basically calling them a pansy, a pussy, that sort of thing. You are. I would say the F word, but I'll get banned. So yeah, so what I say here is I feel like it is getting better for you. And I feel like it's going to continue to, my darling. So I feel for the rest of this year, I feel like he's going to keep congratulating you. Okay, ow. And I feel like he's going to keep moving forward with you and keep actually making it work with you, my darling. So I do feel like it is a very big positive here, as it is working out for you as well, my darling. So I do feel like it is building a connection between the both of you. That is much better. Okay. Does that make sense, Boo? Oh, my parcel's 8 stops away. Sweet. When will it change come for a relationship? I'd wait till next year. Like, let's not get ahead of ourselves, okay? He's just started praising you and calling you a sister. So, let's be happy with that. And move the other bit to next year. Okay. Will he win it? Let's see. Let's see. I feel like he will win that contest. Yes, my darling, yes. Okay, I feel like he will win it. I love how I had to stop myself from saying sissy. That's going to be stuck in my head now. But yeah, he will win it, my darling, okay? But I'm glad that made sense. I get to see Tom Holland today. Doo-dah. I'm going to see a new Tom Holland film today. New Spider-Man one. He's hot. See, I could never call someone sister or brother. I once called someone bro and bruv. And I realised how posh I actually sound. I realised I am not in that class. It didn't work. It didn't sound good coming out my mouth. At all. No. I'm not in that class of gamers. I'm in the high. There's like you've got like certain class of gamers where they call you brother, and you got ones like me where we call you boo, darling, and babes. Maybe I'm older than him. Do you not know his age? Like, are you asking me to check the age? Is that correct? Just want to check before I do it. So yeah, you asked me. Can I ask roughly time of year you were? So not the year, just time of year. He keeps it a secret, that's fine. 76. Girl, you weren't born 76. Nah. Girl, I've got an image of you in my head and you're young as fuck. You don't sound like a year 76 and you don't act like one. You're very, like, old in the head, like you're an old soul. But you are way too nice to be in 76. As in, like, online nice. Wow. Okay. You've took me by surprise today. You've took me by surprise today. You were using very young language that I'm meant to be using and I've no idea. Love that. Right, let's see. Is he older or younger than Yasmi? Is he older or younger than Yasmi? We're going to split the deck. Like so. So that's for older, this is for younger. Let's see. Looks like you're younger than him. Okay. Because you came out first, so I would say you're younger. Yeah, you're younger because he's got all the older looking cards. He's got all the older people. So yeah, you're younger. Hell yeah. Yeah, you're younger. You're welcome, my darling. 76. Christ. How is everyone in my chat old, but they are so young at the same time? How? Yeah, Alicia, you don't look 1988. Like, I can actually tell you guys the main age bracket that watches my content. I can actually tell you this, look. Stats. So 79 I do pregnancy questions, yes. 79% of people that watch my account are female. 26% of people that watch my account are 45 to 54. 18 to 24 is 7.5%. 25 to 34 is 20%.4. 35 to 44 is 20.1%. 55 plus is 25.2%. So the 55 to 54 and 55 plus are the highest out of all of them that watch my content. It shows I'm much better with people that are much older than me than my age group. Love that. But 64.2% of you are from the UK. I have people from Greece that watch me. Didn't know that. Oh, and Norway. And Sweden. Didn't know that. And Germany. Oh. UK is higher than the United States and more popular in Europe. So yeah. I'm more popular in other countries than the United States. The United States is like one of my least viewed. But any other country, like that is my stats. That is mad. Holly's 41. Holly, you don't look 41. That is actually mad on the age and stuff. And that's the gender one. I'm sorry, but I don't count the other gender. I just count male and female, sorry. How do I check that? You need the, Oh, I don't have any other sort of gender that watches me. I just have male or female. Sweet. You need the TikTok studios. Yasmin, if you can send me your other profile. I don't know what your other profile is called, sorry, boo. I've got so many accounts in my head, I can't remember what your other profile is called. Sorry. I've got too many. But yeah, it's called YouTube Studios, and if you use Meta, have Business Suite as well. They're the two that I use for my socials, so I can see what's what. And then for my YouTube, I use YouTube Studios. Anything else I couldn't give a shit about. Thanks, boo. So, do I have Alicia next, please? Thanks, boo. But yeah, I've got so many things checking my accounts and everything. There were some that I'm going to get, but like you needed subscriptions. I should say, like, I can't be fucked. Like, I wasn't going to pay for a subscription just so I can post to every single social media site I have at once. I thought, nah. It's like $28 a month. I was like, I'm not paying £28 a month just to post. When I can do it for free, but I just have to go into all the other things. I have to go the more inconvenient way. I'm not doing it. I'm not paying $28 a month. No. Because Business Suite, TikTok Studios and YouTube Studios are all free. I'd have to pay a dime and I get all the information I need. And like the Business Suite from all of Meta apps are fucking free. And I can do Instagram, Facebook and Threads through that. I also use something called where is it? Edits, which is your one for Instagram. I do. Thank you, Sage. You're after Alicia. I am doing 3 yes no's once I've done all my paids. I hope I take out my mum. She's 81 and she looks 65. Nice. Nice. I would have to refund you, Sage, my darling. I would. Okay, my darling. And the only reason why... I did get yours, Tracy. The only reason why is I can't keep payment if you didn't receive your reading. It's just because... if I'm not live that day or you miss it, You know what I mean? If you pay £1.11 more, I can do it as an 1111. And if you just send me your Instagram or your WhatsApp, like message me on one of those and send me your questions, I can do it on there for you. And it'll be done within 72 hours. So more likely be done tomorrow. And it will stay private as well, which means you're the only one that will see that reading. So I can do that as well if you would like, instead. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll keep the payment then. And if you just send that, once I get that £1.11, I can do your reading within 72 hours. Okay, boo? And that means that you can read it whenever you want, look at it whenever you want. And you just get to keep it as well. Okay. So, Alicia, baby. I just wanted to find out when the works are going to be happening in your house. They're still taking their time, honey, as the council. What do you expect? They're still taking time. I have no communication. When do you see communication coming from the council? Let's see. We see that in the next week. Yeah, we see that communication in the next week, my darling. You will be getting help with your housing, okay? Next week. Within the next week, okay? So, if they don't get in contact, get a solicitor. I'm not a legal advisor, but I'd recommend getting a solicitor. So, also, when do you see them moving you out into the temporary accommodation? And do I have to take all my stuff with me? Let's see. I feel like that will be within the next 2 weeks. Okay. The moving all your stuff out with you is up to you. Okay. And that all depends on, do you want to risk losing it all? Do you want to risk it getting damaged? Do you want to risk robbery? You don't know who's going to be helping you out. So you moving your stuff is all your choice. Okay. Might involve storage, which means you will have to pay for the storage. But at least you know your stuff will be safe. I really need to clean my desk at some point. I've got so much dust on top of that. Come on, one sec there. Ugh. Your best friend's partner does removals. Sweet, but you might not have the space, is what I mean. So you might need storage. Depends what you gotta move. All depends what you gotta move. It does. Yeah, can I have a little less than last time, please? Because I was quite full and didn't get to eat it all. But still with the chocolate, please. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, does that make sense, Alicia? Do you have any other questions, Boo? Or was that it, Babs? JJ? We can definitely have a look at JJ, Boo. Let me just change my deck. As much as I like this deck, I really want to use my other one. Has he been spying on you? Let's have a look. We love a little bit of JJ. When I next get my nails done, they're going to be so long. I'm getting coffin done. And my hands have already started moving like I've got long nails. Literally. Right, let's have a look. He's been looking at your stories. Sweet. I'm even shuffling like I've got long nails. Your nails are like cute ballet pink. Oh, nice. I try and keep mine natural looking. Just that when they grow out, you can't see it. I show my hands too much. I don't want people seeing my nails growing out. I'm fussy like that. Right, let's see what you get about JJ. Right, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Who knew I could make so many different ways of saying ooh? It's like I've just spoke a whole new language with just the sound. I feel like you want something to do with you, and this is why he's spying on you, my darling. Okay. It's almost like he's getting ready to communicate at this moment. He can see that you're having struggles. Okay, and he can see that not everything is going your way. So it's almost like he's getting ready to communicate, almost to help you out. Almost to give you that supportive, hi, I'm here if you need to talk vibe. Okay, that's what it feels like. Okay. Yeah, it feels like he's moving forwards, that's for sure. Okay. It's almost like he's stopping being a bell end. It's almost like he wants to move forwards with you to almost talk. If he reaches out and go, I'm here if you ever want to talk, bitch, don't believe it. We all know if he says that, he's just saying that to look like he's going to help you out. We all know he's not going to do shit. We all know he's not going to do shit, okay? So even if he says that, just take that with a pinch of salt. Okay, please. Okay, take it with a pinch of salt, because we all know what he's like. We all know he isn't actually gonna be there. Okay? He's just saying that so he looks like he's being a good friend. Friend? What the friend? Thank you for the follow. Okay. He wants his Lego. Honey, he wants more than that. It's almost like he's trying to be seen, like he's being helpful, like he's coming in for the help, but he's not actually. And we all know that, okay? So I would just say be careful. I feel like he's spying just so he can see what you're up to as well. I don't think he's going to stop spying unless you restrict him. Okay, I don't think he's going to stop spying unless you restrict him. I think only then he will. Okay, dirty offer, yeah. Okay, it's almost like he wants to build a relationship with you, though. I do feel like there is that wantingness. Okay, so it does look like there is a want of a relationship with you. It's almost just trying to get into that position, into that vibe. Okay. Yeah. It's almost like he's just trying to create something. I'm famous. Honey, I'm more famous. Honey, I'm more famous. I love how we can make these jokes with each other. But no, I feel like he's more concerned that your mental health isn't okay. Okay, he can see it in your posts. He can see the fake smile. I'm sorry, Boo, but everyone can see the smake. Everyone can see the fake smile you're putting on. Even he can. Okay. Everyone can actually see through your smile that something's not quite right. They might not know that something's not completely right, but they can see. Okay, they can tell from a mile away that ain't your real smile. Okay. And that you're going through something. Because you're like an old lady that's just had a fall. You're like an old lady that just had a fall down up like a centimetre step. You are. And feels helpless. They can see that. Okay, they can see that, Boo. So what I would say here is just be open. Just let people know what's going on so that they can help you. Okay, please. Okay, Boo? Does that make sense, Babs? Does that make sense? Again, I don't really see dating anymore. I still see someone better coming in. I feel like we've moved past the dating aspect. I really do. Because your brain's moved on, your heart's still lingering. That's the only difference. Your brain has moved on, girl. But your heart still lingering. Like, literally. Okay. Does that make sense? If you'd like a reading, link in bio. When do I see the compensation? I would say you'll see the compensation within the next 40 to 54 hours. Okay, 40 to 54 hours, I'd say. Okay. Yeah, my dogs are green. My dog is barking yours. Love that. Love that. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, that is quick. Yay, my new deck survived. Sweet. Aren't we all broke at this point? Thank you. Aren't we all broke? In some way or another, whether it's mentally, money, or physical. I mean, I'm broke because I keep buying new decks. You're going to London Dungeons? Sweet. I won't say my opinion on that. Like, London Dungeons is okay. But I think because I've been to, like, America, they're not, like, amazing. If you know what I mean. Hello, Gray. How are you, boo? Ew. Book. Gross. Ugh. Cards. Yes. Hi, love. Oh my god, these are better than my other ones. And it comes with a bag. It comes with a fucking bag. I'm good, thanks. Listen to that. Got no idea what that sounded like to you guys, but that sounded really nice in my ears. Oh my god, these look so old. You could listen to that all day. Who couldn't? Wow. Love these so much. I'm going to have to buy the whole collection. I really am. Thank you, Boo. I won't be a second. I'm just going to show you guys the difference in how these look. So that's my original. That's what I've got right now. That's my new one. Look at how new, like how old my new one looks compared to my old one. Look at that. I love it. I think you are, Tracy. Let me just have a look, boo. I love how excited I'm getting over a new deck. Why? I don't even know. Yeah, there are. I've got another version of this coming in the post. So I've still got another one coming. Then there's another one that I want to order. There's two more. There's a modern one and a really old one that I want to order as well. And I've seen one off eBay that I want to order. There's an older version than this as well. So yeah. Oh my god, you know I'm going to be using this in videos. You know I'm going to be using this in videos and everyone's going to be like, holy shit, those look old. Or what do you need my help with, Boo? I might be able to help you online. Because I might be coming to London next year. You'll be waiting a year. Just warning. So I've got Sharon, Lars, Holly, then Tracy. I do. You just made a website? How? Thank you for the follow. I've just looked at the timings, Tracy. But you're not too far, okay, Booty? You're not too far, so don't worry. Oh, you need help with the website? Oh, honey, you're asking the wrong fucking person. I paid over 200 for a website to be made, like for me to make a website. And that was a year ago. And I bought a 3-year lease on it. Just saying. So I need to message my company. I'm the company. I need to message my cousin. Give me one sec, Babs. I need to message my cousin to make it for me. And work out how much I need to pay her to do it. Yeah. So, I am the wrong person to ask when it comes to websites. I am. You're not being filtered, Bill. I just said, wait one sec. Do I have Sharon anywhere? While I wait for that because I can't see her. Hello, Tia. Will you get your service pay next week? Let's see. Yes, you will, my darling. Yes. No, I literally am struggling to make my own website. Literally. I've been trying to make mine for about over a year now. And every time I go to make it, I want to throw it out the window. And I mean like throw my whole laptop out the window. That's how annoying I'm finding it right now. But I need the website for you guys. It's just it's like about 270 a year, like for 3 years. So it doesn't actually cost too much. About let's say it's 280. So it's only around about 93.33 a year. It is 93.33 a year. The website. I've not got that far up the list yet, my darling. I'll check when I've got to that part, okay? So. Okay, let's have a look, Boo. Let's see. Right, let's see. Let's see, Shannon. How much are readings? Link in bio. It's got all my price lists. They start from £1 and go all the way up to 143.33. They do. But 143.33 is a year's reading, like a reading for the whole year. So, what I would say here for you, my darling, okay, Sharon, is I feel like the dinner's gonna go fine. I feel like there's gonna be a mini bit of a oh my god sort of start, but I feel like it is gonna be fine as you go forwards. Okay, so what I would say here is I would say don't worry. I feel like it is gonna be good. Okay, and I feel like it's going to be continue to be good as you go forwards, to be quite frank. What I would say here is don't worry about it. Okay, I don't really feel like it is going to be anything negative, bad. Okay, I feel like it is going to work out quite well. I feel like he's still going to want a relationship with you, to be quite frank, my darling. So I do feel like the relationship is going to build. What I will say here for you, though, my darling, is I feel like you need to slow down. Okay. At the same time, what I'll also say here for you as well, my darling, is I also feel like you just need to watch what you're going to say. Okay, be very careful in what you're going to say, sort of. Okay, sort of think about everything. Okay, my darling. Have a good one, Alicia, my darling. Enjoy your life. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you need to watch your positioning. Okay, watch your energy levels. Watch how you position your energy levels as well, my darling. So just be careful in that aspect as well. What I will say here for you, though, my darling, is I do feel like it'll work out. I also feel like you are going to get what you want and what you need from him. Okay, so again, I do feel like there is going to be a relationship out of this. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like there will be the conversations that you need. I feel like it will start to become quite pleasant. I don't really see it being too negative between the both of you. I feel like it will pick up. At the same time, what I'll also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you will just need to relax a little bit. Okay, do not worry. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like the relationship will pick up and pick up and pick up. Okay, so I feel like it will get easier as you guys go ahead and go forwards, okay? At the same time, what I'll also say for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he will be quite pleasant towards you. Okay, I don't really see anything negative towards you from him. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's going to continue to be quite open towards you as well. Okay, at the same time, what I'll also say here for you as well, my sweetie, is I do feel like you just need to relax. Okay, I feel like you need to chill. What I will also say here as well is don't worry. I feel like there's so much negativity. It's almost like you're very scared. Okay, that it's not going to go well. You're scared that it's not going to work. I feel like it will. Okay, what I will also say here is you don't need to be scared, my darling, okay? You don't need to be worrying. You don't need to be thinking, oh my god, can I succeed at this? Will I succeed at this? Okay, you will succeed, my darling. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you will be able to go forwards in a positive with him. I also feel like you're going to have more of these meetings with him. I don't feel like this is going to be like a one-off, my darling. What I will also say here for you as well is I feel like you guys will keep building off of each other. Okay, a lot. Okay, as I've said before, my price list is in my bio. Go to my link tree. It's got my price list in there for how much my readings are, okay? What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you just need to figure out where you're going, figure out what you're doing, okay? I would say have some questions ready to ask him. Okay, be ready to question him when you need to. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's going to be very fair to you. He's going to be very sweet to you as well. Okay. Oh god, just hurt my arm doing that. Hey ho. You have so much worry that he's going to be lying to you. He won't. Okay. So be careful in what you speak. Be careful in like what you say. How you are towards him. Sort of just be yourself, and don't try to be different. Okay. Hello, Al. So be yourself and don't try to be different. The moment you try to be different, he'll notice it. And he'll notice that there's something up. Okay, hello Sammy. So what I would say here is try not to almost show him that you're a little worried how it's going to be. Okay, just be yourself, be you. Okay, don't worry about anything. Okay, because the moment he knows that you're worried, he knows that there's something not right. Okay, and that is not a good thing. Okay, and we don't want that. So what I will say here is you just got to be careful of that, boo. Otherwise you could end up jeopardizing yourself and him. That's not what you want. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like everything can work out. I feel like you guys can be successful, and I feel like you guys will be successful, my darling. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well is I feel like he still talks to you about to other people. Okay, he still talks about you to other people because he feels like he has to. Okay. Because I feel like he's still got proper feelings for you, so it's almost like he does want to show the truth to others. What I will also say here for you as well is he didn't mean for everything to get so rocky. Okay. Because he knows that he needs to be honest about his mental health as well. That's what you're worried about. You're not worried about what he will think of you. You're not worried about his feelings towards you. You're worried about his mental health. And you're worried when he speak about it. And you're worried what will you find out if he does. This is why you need to be ready. You're scared you're about to unlock a storm that you weren't expecting. The meal will go fine, and he will open up about his mental health to you. And his feelings towards you. You will see the truth in both lights. Both ways. Both joy and negative. But all in all, it will be positive. Okay. Because at least you know what he's going through. At least you know what's happening. Okay. I'm doing good, thank you, my darling. How are you? So what I would say here is just go with it. Okay. Go with it. Be with it and you'll be fine. Okay, boo. Guys, please don't request to join up. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like there will be success for you, so do not worry. Okay, my darling. Does that all make sense? But no, I just say don't worry about it. You'll be fine. I did get your payment, my darling, yes. You're very welcome, my darling. But yeah, guys, don't request to join up. You won't get accepted up. I don't know where your payment is yet, my darling. Honey, I told you what to do to find out how much the readings are. Go to my profile, go to my link in bio. That's got my price list. I have that many different prices. Okay. It also has my T's and C's, which is why I'm trying to send you there. So you can read my T's and C's. I know other mediums don't have T's and C's. I know other psychics don't use them. But that's their problem, not mine. Okay. I think you're next, my darling. Okay, I think. Let me check. I don't need screenshots, my darling, no. I trust you. One sec, guys. I will check who's next, don't worry. Doesn't that just sound so nice? Feels so nice and sounds so nice. Love the colour too, yeah. Right. Let's write down Sharon. Right, let's see who's next. Do I have Lars Bryan? You're next, my darling. Then it's Holly. Then it's Tracy. Then it's Jacob. And then it's Rhiannon. Hello, Owl. How are you, my darling? What would you like your reading on, boo? From today to near future. So we go roughly the next 2 weeks. We will. Let's see what we get. roughly? So, what I would say to straight off the bat, my darling, what I would say here for you is I feel like there's definitely going to be work done to you, okay, spiritually. I do feel like your spiritual self is definitely picking up. What I would say, though, my darling, is I feel like you've got a lot of snakes in your life right now that needs to be removed. Okay, so I feel like you do need to be careful there, okay? What I will say here, though, is I do feel more money. I feel once you remove these snakes from your life, I feel like your money will start to pick up as well, my darling. I would also say it will start to get easier. What I will say here for you, though, my darling, is I feel like you need to settle down, slow down. Okay? I still feel like you're going slightly fast at the moment, so I feel like there is still that struggle, but I would say here is that it is going to pick up for you from the struggle to the success, okay? So we do have that coming forwards. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like there is going to be an honest opening for you. And what I mean by an honest opening is an honest, successful joy, okay? Honest, successful joy is coming towards you. At the same time, I feel like any negative people will be getting their karma while you're getting your success, okay? I would also say you're about to pick up in following as well. So I feel like your social media is about to get bigger. I would also say you're about to get bigger as well in name. So I feel like more people are going to know you. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is again, more money. Okay, more money. What I will say here for you then, my darling, is I do feel with your business venture, look at the advertising. I feel like the advertising on your social media is going to be the best thing for you, okay? What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I would also say here is I do see a Pisces coming forwards, which is also going to help you out. At the same time, what I'll also say here for you as well, my darling, is I do feel like you are going to be a little bit more relaxed. I feel like your energy is going to be more simple, more sweet, more nice. At the same time, what I'll also say here is I feel like you're going to be signing a lot of contracts, which is going to bring you a lot more forwards. I feel like a spiritual retreat would be very good for you as well, my darling, okay? I feel like a spiritual retreat would be very good for your life. I feel like I don't feel like it's going to be the same Pisces, so don't worry, okay? I don't feel like it's going to be, like, the same Pisces. I do feel like it is going to be another Pisces that comes forwards, okay? One that is much better. I don't feel like you're going to be as tied down, so I feel like you are going to find life a little bit more simple. Okay, thank you for the gifts, my darlings. Okay, so you're not going to be thinking, oh my god, why can't I move forwards? Okay, so you will be finding that a little simpler as well. Okay, at the same time, what I'll also say for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you'll be able to actually move forwards, move up. Look at your streaming setup, look at your work setup, look at a home office. I feel like a home office would be very good for you as well, my darling. As I feel like that would be very helpful for you. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I do feel like you need to watch your mental state. Okay, this isn't doing as well as it could. Okay, so please watch your mental state. I feel like your mental state is suffering slightly at the moment. Okay, so please watch your mental state. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I do feel like you're about to get everything you've ever desired start happening. You're about to have the way lit for you as well. I feel like your stars are finally aligning as well, my darling. Okay, so I do feel like your stars are finally aligning. Your love life is going to get easier. I don't think you're going to be falling out as much. I don't think you're going to be struggling as much with your love life, my darling. Okay, so I feel like your love life is going in a better way, and it is going to be simpler for you. Okay, so we do have a better love life. What I will also say here for you as well is you're going to have a guy hissing on you. Okay, now you won't want to date this guy. That is fine. But what I will say here is this guy will become a very, very good financial friend. Okay, very good. And I feel like he will be able to help you out financially because I do see him being a oh, what's the word? I forgot the name of the profession. What's it called? A financial helper. What are they called? It's on the tip of my tongue. What is it called? Someone that helps you out financially. Pausing your reading a second. What are they called? Not sponsor. Financial advisor. That's the one. They're going to be a financial advisor that is actually going to be able to help you financially out. Thank you, my darling. My mind went so blank. It's like on the end of my tongue, but I literally couldn't say it. How is the deal with your new business partner 50-50 ownership? Do you trust them? Because I don't see trusting you. Your face is saying something very different to what your brain is saying. Okay, your body language is like, I don't trust this fucker. Okay. But at the same time, your heart is going, I need to give them a chance. And your body's just there like, Okay. So, what I would say is stick 50-50. I think you'll be fine. Okay. PTSD, I can tell. I feel like she'll be fine. Okay, and she'd be much better if you go for the 50-50. If you go no, you might as well say fuck off. Because she'll not settle for anything less than 50-50. She wants 50-50, give her 50-50. Because I can tell you now, if you have that trust in her, you will have one of the best businesses ever. Okay. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like your business could grow. I would just say get some therapy. Okay, therapy is going to be your best friend. Okay, especially if you've got that PTSD. Okay, I feel like the therapy could help you out so much. And bring you better, make you better. Okay, but no, I feel all in all it's going to be very good. Okay, does that make sense, my darling? You have the same mindset as me. In a way, you're basically using me as a therapist. I'm basically your therapist and counsellor. It's fine. That's basically what every tarot reader is. A therapist and a counsellor. If it makes you feel any better, I am looking at doing a counselling course to the point where I can become a counsellor. If that makes you feel any better. Okay? Ow, there goes my arm. I am not looking at becoming a therapist. I'm not going to university. I am sorry. I'm not doing a university degree. No. That's thousands of pounds and I'm not wasting that money. I'd rather waste it on like more cards and stuff and electronics. Not fucking therapy. You can PayPal, sure. If you go into my bio, it's got my price list right in there. Okay, in my link tree. I'm making a what? Am I having a dyslexic moment, or is that spelled Coussilling? Hello, Michelle. Or am I having like a really dyslexic moment? I feel like I'm having a really dyslexic moment. List isn't too long, my darling. You can pay if you'd like to. You became a kundal... I have to be careful how I say that. A kundalini master. I'm going to pretend I know what that is. I'm actually going to search up what that is. Hey, ChatGPT. Oh, it doesn't work. Let's try that again. ChatGPT is my friend. It's the chakras, all nice. Oh, it's like yoga. Part of me almost wanted to actually go and learn how to do that, but fuck that. I hate doing fucking yoga. I mean, kudos to you for doing it, but nah. I would lose my mind trying to do that. I really would. I'm a holiday in Malta. Oh, nice. You'll have to send me a picture, Michelle. I need to see Malta. Now you've said it's so beautiful, I need to see pictures. But no, that looks cool. I just would not have the patience to learn how to do that. I wouldn't even have the patience to learn how to do the healing part. I would sooner jump off a cliff and learn how to do cliff diving than I would be able to learn to do that. That looks like it's going to take way too much of my brain cells. I would happily allow you to do the healing on me. I just would not want to be the one learning how to do the healing. My brain would be dead. I would need to heal myself before I could heal anyone else. Counselling, I can do. I can learn how to do that. I can do it easily. I basically already do it now. But that, my poor head would be dead. I'd be there like, ugh. Kudos to you then, my darling. Kudos to you, because that's amazing. That's fucking amazing. Yeah, I don't really need healing. Thank you for paying. Hey Lars, I'm not hitting on you, but I do have to say this. You have such a cute smile on your PayPal profile. I just thought I'd give you that compliment. Do I have Holly next, please? You've got a 4-car, Celtic Cross even. Thank you, Tracy. You'll be soon. But no, I'd love to do counselling. I really would. Counselling is all, just there, need it. But because everyone needs counselling eventually. So, why not do it? You know what I mean? I mean, if everyone's going to eventually need it, it'll be like a job that can never be fired from. So, Holly. My dearest, darlingest Holly. I will be doing yes or no soon. Give me 1 second. My phone's like, fuck this shit. My phone's like, fuck the internet. Calvin, no you're not. No you're not, boo. You can quiet off. Bye. Bye. Bye, Calvin. We ain't having no scammers in my chat. Thank you, Michelle. I've got your payment, boo. My PayPal's just not liking me today. Yeah, he can't even pay his own bills. In all fairness, I couldn't even pay bills if I wanted to. Luckily, I live with my parents. I live for free. But I couldn't even pay bills if I wanted to. I don't earn enough. You can ask anything, my darling. Whether or not I get time to answer is another thing. So, not being on the best terms with my boyfriend. Who's ever on their best terms with their boyfriend? I can't even get one. Be happy you've got one. I can't even get one. Although I am talking to somebody now. Left last few days. Okay. He really annoyed me yesterday. How did he annoy you? I dread to think. Is he regretting his hasty choices? What actions is he going to take going forwards to try and improve things for me? Does he know that he needs to improve things with you? Being childish, welcome to dating a male. Honey, we're grown-ass childs. This is why women live longer than males. Well, straight males. Gays, we might live a little longer than you. But straight males, nah, women are going to live longer. Straight males are dumb as shit. Like, does he know he's annoyed you? Okay, that's right. As long as he knows. I was going to say, as long as you told him, I'll do it. If you haven't told him, you know what will be out my mouth next. Right, let's have a look. Let's see. You don't mince your words as much as I mince about. I love how I can take the absolute piss out of myself. Girl, I think he's going to work on himself. I really do. I feel like he is. It feels like he just needs to realise where he's gone wrong. I don't feel like he's quite realised yet, but I feel like he'll realise soon. Okay, it's almost like he can't get it into his thick little head. Okay. I feel like he's a bit of an egotistical person. I do. And I feel like he will come back and apologise to you. I feel like he will come back and say sorry, because I feel like he really does want this to work between the both of you. But I feel like he's finally starting to realise how egotistical he is and how much of a twat he is. Okay. He's realising that he's not actually being very nice to you and that he needs to learn to suck it up. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he is going to work the relationship with you eventually. He is going to make it better with you eventually. It is going to take time though. What I will also say here as well is I feel like he is going to rebuild the relationship between the both of you. Is it going to take time to rebuild? Hell yeah. Is it going to be worth it when you guys rebuild the relationship? Hell yeah, again. Okay. Is it going to be worth it though? Not straight away. Okay, I think that's what you got to realise. In your head, you've got it. It's going to be worth it straight away. As soon as he rekindles, it'll be worth it. No. Whoever the fuck told you that is an idiot. Okay, it is not going to be worth it straight away. You're not going to see change like that. It is going to be through progression. Okay, and it will slowly progress into the perfect change between the both of you. It will just take its sweet ass time before it can properly do it. Okay. So what I would say here is it will get there, but you've got to give it time. Okay. Yes, to have things explained. Is this your first time dating a male? Just wondering. Is this your first time? Honey, it don't matter the age. It don't matter the age. Honestly. He feels like an ADHD mix of a bit of autism. I would actually go maybe towards quite high on the autism. I would. Oh, thank you, Sanya. Welcome to adulthood. I think it's autism. I would say if you went and got him tested, they'd be like autism right there. Okay. They would have to take one look and they'd be like autism. Okay. Maybe slightly retarded. Definitely autistic. Okay. Does that make sense, Boo? And before anyone comes at me for the R word, it's not bad. So deal with it. But yeah, does that make sense, Boo? Brilliant. You're welcome, Boo. Are you after Jacob? I have no idea. Give me one sec. I don't actually know who's next. Give me one sec, y'all. I literally have no idea. I don't know who's next. I am busy paid right now, but we shouldn't be much longer. Because most of the next ones are quite short ones. They're like Celtic Cross or minis. And it's also because my PayPal has removed all the notifications because I went into the app. So this is why I don't know who's next. So give me one sec. Blame PayPal, not me. So we have Tracy next for Celtic. We have Jacob for Mini. Rianne for Celtic. Tracy for a 3 card. Michelle for Mini. And DX for a 10. Which is a full. That's my list so far. I'm only going to call them DX because I know for a fact I'm going to butcher your actual name. So, instead of embarrassing myself, it's just easier to call you DX. Can I have a wee snack, please? Thank you. We are just temporarily closing my list just so I can get through. Yeah, I'm dyslexic. Me trying to pronounce that name is like me trying to read a Bible in Latin. Literally. So Tracy, how are you, Babby? And are you here? Thank you, Boo. So let me do your Celtic Cross first. So, when do I see Tony reaching out? Today and tomorrow. Let's see when he'll romantically reconcile. It feels like next week I feel like a romantic reconciliation. Is Tony talking to anyone else romantically on Facebook or WhatsApp? Let's see. No. Is Tony in love with you? Let's see. Yes, I don't feel like he's talking to the gas lady either, my darlings. I do feel like he is still going to be with you, okay, my dear? What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I do feel like it is still going to work out. I do feel like you're about to get a movement that you haven't had for quite a while, and an apology from him, to be quite frank. Okay, so I do see a wee apology coming to you as well, my darling. What I will also say here for you as well, my sweet, is I do feel like it is going to get better for you as well. What I would also say here for you as well is I feel like he's staying loyal with you, okay? So we don't need to worry about that, okay, my darling? Let me find your other question. Okay, so I do see loyalty between the both of you as well, my darling. At the same time, what I'll also say here for you as well, my sweet, is I do feel like he is going to continue to stay loyal with you, okay? But no, I don't see any problems with that, okay? I feel like he'll be Have you done the same question twice? No, you haven't. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he is your person, yes. Okay. I feel like you can trust him, and yes, I do feel like he is going to stick to being loyal with you, okay, my darling? Does that make sense? And Jim, if I was a scammer, I wouldn't be successful. And I wouldn't be getting all my readings correct. I've done over thousands of readings, and I mean thousands, worldwide. Okay, and I've only been wrong twice, to my knowledge. Okay, my dear, so, yeah, thank you. Please do your research before you spout stuff. How do I know? Because I can check my analytics, and everyone gives me reviews, so I can check what they tell me. That's how I know. How do I know I've done thousands? Because I've got the records as well, digitally and booked. Because I write down every reading I do, unless it's a freebie live. If it's freebie live, I've got all the records by looking at all my chat. So, yeah. No, I don't guess. Never guessed in my life. I see no point in guessing. Do I have Jacob, please? I know stuff I shouldn't even know about people. Their diseases, their pains, their loss, their trauma, the trauma that they're about to have, the pain they're about to go through. I can tell it to you all. It's quite fun. I wouldn't necessarily say I feel it inside of me, but if you want to go that way, sure. Alright, give me 1 sec, guys. Let me eat this quick snack. Alright, 1 second. Because you're born with it. You have to be born with it to use it. But not every religion believes in it. I just believe in a 4,000-year-old religion, which is Norse paganism, where we believe in this stuff. So, if you're Christian, you'll believe in something called prophecy, which is fortune telling, but without calling it fortune telling. Where, if you're an atheist, you might not believe in it. So it all depends what your religion is and what you believe in. Why would feeling someone's pain or discomfort be fun? Because it's quite fun to work with the gift. It's not necessarily fun seeing their pain, but being able to like work it out is quite fun. It's like a puzzle. It is. I mean, you try working out someone's pain with a picture like that. Not easy. So the fun is trying to find out what the pain is. It's like being a detective. It is. That's the fun part. The other fun part, especially when I do it in person, is seeing their faces just suddenly drop, especially when they're skeptic. And I hit the nail on the head and they're like, oh shit. That's the other fun part. So, yeah. That's what I mean by fun. Not the pain, no. But working it out is. I recognise that user. Oh no, I don't. So yeah. won't be a sec, my darlings. But yeah, Kendall, I wouldn't expect you to understand anything. Just looked at your profile. So, Jacob. So, 3 questions, that's fine. Using 2. Huh? What do you mean by that, boo? What do you mean by that? How disrespectful and unprofessional. Honey, you came in here and attacked me. How stupid are you? Playing victim after being stupid. So I do not like it when people match your energy. Didn't realise you were a snowflake. Sorry. Did I hurt your wee feelings? If you can't handle the truth, I'm not meant for you. Like, to see if one method, like tarot, doesn't work for another do for me. Oh, okay. I see what you mean now. I've got one question for you. Excuse me. What's your star sign and what would you say your personality is? You'll see why I'm asking this, because that plays a massive part in what fortune telling you can go and do. Is your star sign and personality. It's actually really cool. So I don't need age, birthday, just need star sign and personality. Personality in one word. Okay. I instantly now know what you need. Instantly. Of course you can, Bruna. Of course you can. You think I talk rubbish and play on people? Boo-hoo, don't get a read in them. But then clearly, you're not designed for the spiritual world. Or spirituality. You're not designed for this sort of thing. So, if you don't like what I do, move on. There's something called scrolling, or just block me. I really couldn't give a shit. Okay? But we don't need your worthless little energy. You've only got, what, 40-something followers? And you think that you're the bee's knees? Honey, no you're not. Okay? Your friends are just too scared to stand up to you. Literally. Oh, hello, Claire. How are you, Babs? And you think the bee's knees were talking smack, honey? And if your friends stood up to you, you'd have no friends or family. You'd have nothing. Those 40 followers that are probably following, or 46, they're all your accounts. Just so you can feel popular. Because you fit into the ideology of life and other people. Because you're too scared to be different. You're too scared to be yourself. Then again, if you were yourself, I'd be pretty scared. Hello, Rainforest. Judging by the way that you act right now. So, yeah. I would say change, but I wouldn't want to see you do that. Again, expect me to match your energy. Give me 1 second, Jacob. I'm just trying to find the deck I want for you, boo. That's what I want. Knew I had it somewhere. So, straight off the bat, before I even start your reading, Jacob, very simple thing about you is crystal ball would be really good. So lithomancy. Okay, those two would be like your best, but they're the most expensive to start with because of how much it costs to buy a crystal ball or lithomancy equipment. So your next best thing is tarot and Lenormand, okay, which are gypsy cards. Okay, so any sort of gypsy cards really that resemble Lenormand. Okay, they're your best. Because there you can buy dirt cheap decks, dirt cheap. Okay, but let's have a look at your energy. Let's sort of see where you come from. Okay, and let's have a look from that angle. Oh, look how Kendall just fucks off once you call them out. This is why you don't troll in my life. I will match your energy. Literally. This deck is massive. Right, brilliant. So yes, crystal ball is your ideal one because that is all about flow state. It's so easy to use. It's all about your flow, how your energy works, and it's called scrying. Okay, that would be your best to work with. Your next best one that I would also say here is palm reading. Okay, I do feel like that would be your next best, but if you want easy to get to, easy to grab, tarot. Okay, or Lenormand. Those are your 3 best sections. Lithomancy would fall under crystal ball because it's scrying with crystals, just multiple crystals at once. But I feel like those would be the sort of best angles to go for. What I would say here is your energy is not actually kind. Okay, let me explain before you go, what the fuck do you mean? Your energy doesn't come under the kind spectrum. No, it comes under the honest but sincere. Okay, so you're a very honest person, but you're also quite sincere to people. So you're nice, but at the same time, you don't BS anyone. Okay, so keep working to that extent because that will really help you out, and that is so good for you. Okay, what I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I do feel, hello Lara, I do also feel for you as well, my darling, is try and work with like pink and blues. Okay, I feel like the colours pink and blues really would help you out as well. I feel like they would guide you in the correct aspect, the correct way. To be quite frank, I feel like you will pick up the fortune telling quite quickly. I don't think it's going to be hard for you. I do see that it's going to be nice and easy for you. I do think it is going to go your way. What I would say though, my darling, is just be slightly careful. Okay, as you go forwards, is don't overdo yourself straight off the bat. You do need to learn how to use your energy correctly. The elements I'd like you to work around is a storm and water. Okay, storms and waters are your best friends, including air. Okay, so storms, water and air, they're your elements. Okay, I would say that you can unlock mediumship. Okay, but I won't say you'll unlock it straight away. I do think that is going to be your struggle, would be mediumship. But I do think that you could most definitely work towards it. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I do feel like you just need to learn to relax a little bit more. I would say you do have a bloodline of fortune telling in you. Okay, I would just say the bloodline's quite far back, not recent. Okay, so I would say you are the first modern generation. Okay, for your kind of fortune teller. Okay, what I would say here is I feel like you do take off after the Romany gypsy fortune telling. Okay, I do feel like you would be good at that style, as I do feel like you take after that style. Okay, what I would also say here for you as well is I feel like you could probably tie your roots back to Romania. Okay, I would also go as far as saying a little bit of Egyptian in you as well. Okay, maybe a tad of Celtic. Okay, but no, I feel like Romania and Italy for you. Okay, I would say those are the best areas. Okay, my list will hopefully be opening up again. Yes, my darling. Thank you for asking. But no, I feel like that would be really good. I feel like you could also do a little bit of magic as well. I feel like that would work in your favour. A black cat would be very good for you, my darling. I don't really feel any other colour cat is your friend, but I do feel like a black cat will also help you out. Okay. The crystal you are most likely to work with is clear quartz. I feel like that will help you out a lot more than any other crystal, especially as a beginner. I would also say that you do need to work around sound as well. Okay, my darling, so unlock the sound. Okay, boo? But no, hope that helps. Does that make sense? Oh, if I'm going to open it, will be before 9 PM, don't worry. I think I've just shot a lot of information towards Jacob there, and he's probably now just sat there thinking, fuck, I regret asking this. I'm sorry if I've done that to you, Jacob. Somewhere over the rainbow. We're just waiting for Jacob to answer. You'll be very soon, my darling, don't worry. We're just going to have a little look at Kendall. I bet you did. I love doing that. Oh, look at that. So yeah, 40 followers, 0 likes. Absolutely pathetic. And she thought it'd be wise to come and troll me. Panda boy, who the hell are you at in? I am confused. Hello, Turb. How are you, my darling? I do not add people on Discord. I'm just going to piss this lady off for the fun of it now. They weren't being rude, my darling. When someone says I read them to shit, that's a compliment. I will rainforest, my darling. Oh, that's amazing. And people say I'm a charlatan. See, when the trolls say you're a charlatan, but you get a comment like that where you go, I'm shocked, and yes, I come from a Romany when I've just mentioned Romany, which family, though probs, only from what I know, are live practicing. You cannot call me a charlatan after that. Just saying. Just saying. But no, Bill, I'm glad that made sense, Boo. Right, let's see who's next. What have you opened? I'm so confused. We've got all the trolls today. Fun. Fun. Right, let's see who's next. A low phone, that's what. That's what. You want? What do you want, my darling? You shot the living daylights out of me. That's my job, my darling. You want peace. Don't we all want peace? Isn't that something that we'd all want? Do I have Rhiannon? Do I have Miss Cook? I can't pronounce shit today. Hi. Can I ask, do you have a nickname I could call you? Only because I don't want to insult you by butchering the name. Oh, thank you for liking my nails. Soon they'll be a lot longer. In about 4 or 5 weeks, I'll be getting them like... You have clear quartz fear. Nice. I can call you Rye. Sweet. That's one of the ones I've got. I've got another clear one up there. I've got a clear one down there, which is quite tiny. And then I've got my really big one up there, which is a... What the fuck is it? Obsidian. It is. We have massive ones. I'm not joking when I say it's big. We mean it's big. I've just cramped my groin. It's like weightlifting. You want a smoky one, not gonna lie, but the clear one found me, exactly. Like, the smoky one's good, but if you're, like, learning, it's not, nah, trust me. I mean, let me show you what this is before I do the next reading. This is the main, so if you get a crystal ball reading with me, you are most likely to get red with that. That's what I'm most likely to read you with. Oh, I love it. It is beautiful. I hate the stand though. I need to get it a new stand. Because I really hate the stand that it's with. How does it work? You look into it. That's the best way of what I can say. You look into it and you look for images that come out to you, that you see. So it's almost like a vision that you're looking for. If that impresses you, I charge £100 for a psychic reading, which means I use absolutely no tools, like nothing. All I do is just look at you guys and have a conversation. Can I ask, is it bad that I want to call mine bowling ball? No, I call mine my big ball in a sexual connotation. So I say, this is my big ball. So don't worry, mine's worse. Mine's a lot worse. So Ree, what would you like your reading on, boo? So yeah, trust me, calling it a bowling ball is not the worst. I tend to see skulls when I look at... Oh shit, okay. I don't think that's a good thing. How do you see your skulls? You might have to book a private reading with me or a longer reading so we can distinguish why you're seeing skulls. Slightly scary though. So I'm interested in someone, but I don't know if he finds me attractive. Okay. Okay. We can have a look. Hello, Debs. How you doing? Rainforest, a full psychic reading from... A full psychic reading for me is one of my most expensive readings. About 100. About £100 is... I can do one for 150, which is where we use every single tool. I don't have that one listed. I cannot be asked to add that in. Literally. Like they are standing behind me. I choked it up to be my answer. We're chalk it up to be you. By the way, it's chalk. Don't choke it. Chalk it up. We chalk it. Don't choke it. Yeah, let's put it to the ancestors for now, while I'm live. Let's put it that way. So I can tell you now it's not. But we put it to ancestors. We put it to ancestors. That's right, Rainforest Boo, don't worry, Boo. So let's have a look at that guy. Let's see. I'm going to say one word to that relationship, Ree. And I'm just going to say marriage. I'm just going to say marriage. And I want to see your reaction to that before I say anything else. Yeah, we're going with marriage. Okay, and profound happiness. Honey, it doesn't even feel like you need to meet to know this. Because I feel like you're going to be the most happiest person around him, and he's going to be very happy with you as well. So I feel like there is going to be marriage between the both of you, and I feel like the both of you are going to make plans, but I feel like it's going to take quite a while. Okay, I do think that there are going to be a couple of arguments at first before you get anywhere close to that, but I feel like it will work out. I feel like he has separated from a relationship quite recently. I don't feel like he liked that person as much. They wanted to move away from them, but I feel like this relationship with you, I feel like it is going to work. Okay, it is going to work. Okay, boo. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like it will be good for you. I feel like you actually get to move in a relationship that you actually enjoy for once. Okay, and not thinking, oh my god, can I get out of it? Okay, you won't be thinking like that. Okay, this relationship you will actually enjoy. You won't feel like you're fighting crocodiles or alligators. You won't feel like you're having to fight crocodile tears. Okay, you will feel like you're actually in a relationship that you can stick with, that you can stay with, and that you can enjoy. Okay, so this is going to give you all the fun, all the enjoyment, all the love. Okay, this is going to give you everything that you need. Okay, so I feel like you are going to have the fun that you need, the joy that you need, okay? Yeah, he didn't like her. Okay, like, she just annoyed him, she just pissed him off. She just gave him, like, the ugh vibe, the ick, okay? Originally he did, but then she just started doing everything that he hated. And he barely hated anything. But she managed to hit every single nerve button. Okay. So, Yeah. But I don't feel like you'll ever hit those buttons. Okay, I feel like you might hit them once or twice, but I don't ever think you're going to hit them enough to annoy him. Okay, I think you'll learn pretty quickly. Okay, I really do. Okay, Boo? Does that make sense? It's gone very cold in this room. I feel like it's a slow connection going into a bit of a faster one. I feel like it'll take about 3 months in total before you get into a proper connection. I feel like you'll hit the talking stage for about 2. Going into the 3rd month, I feel like you'll hit the I'm here stage. And then once the 3rd month finishes, I feel like he will lash you out. Okay. So I was laughing at the same vein before I said them. So I feel like there is that connection that you need, my darling, okay? I love that, Bruna. I love that. I shouldn't enjoy that much, but I do. I enjoy the fact that I scare people with the accuracy. That's like a wee compliment. But yeah, does that make sense, Boo? I feel like he is healing, and I feel like that is why it's taken a little while. Okay, but I think it'll be worth it. It'll be worth the wait. Okay, my darling? I can't as well, Bruno. That is going to be so good. You're welcome, my darling. Do I have Michelle? You're only ever on my FYP if I like a guy. Love that. Can I ask what type of readings would I suggest to looking into for this girl? I'm good, thank you. I've got to look at my price list now. Where's my price list? Oh, God. Hey, Ollie, why are you on my stream? And you know why I'm asking that. I don't care. You should be enjoying yourself. I'm here for when you're bored. And I swear to God, if you say you're bored, I'm going to slap you so hard when I next see you. Reclaiming the tax back. And now in English, with a little bit of backstory to what you mean. You're getting the taxi back? So you're not at the hotel yet? Huh? Tax? Is that like the French way of saying taxi? Saying room service? You're claiming VAT? How the fuck are you claiming your VAT back? You've not gone on a business trip. This is where he says he's gone on a business trip now. Right for that answer. To find out the skulls. UK isn't in the EU. True. Neither is America. I didn't know you could claim tax back if it's not in the EU. Or is that only to do with EU countries? Oh yeah. Ignore my American thing, ignore me. Didn't know you could do that. Shit. Then again, I don't pay for my holidays. My parents do, so why would I know that? Oh, right, the only readings I would be able to do that with, which are slightly top of the range readings, but they're the only long ones I can do, is a pendulum reading, witch's rune reading / rune reading, crystal ball reading, lithomancy, or the psychic reading. They're the only ones, or the major arcana reading. They're the only ones I'd be able to do it with because they're the only ones that could go that deep. I know, Boo, they're not looking to book now. They were just wondering what sort of readings they would need for the future. Like, if they wanted to find out. Or you could book a private. But it'd have to be a long private. We wouldn't be able to do it in like 10 minutes, for example. Okay, you would be looking at round about probably at least half an hour. You'd be looking at yeah, at least if we went private. But yeah, hope that helps. Right, Michelle, if I lose my voice even more. Which I am. Are you still here, Boo? I like those questions. Hello, Boo. Thank you for your patience. So, is it over between Anthony and you? Let's see. No. No. Okay. I don't feel like it is over between the both of you, so no. Will you get the QB job? Let's see. Let's see. Yes, you will, but you got the Justice card, my darling, so yes. And you're like, Anthony's kind of energy towards you. We can do that. We can do that. Hello, Tracy. Thank you for the follow. My ball's got in the way. My crystal ball's got in the way. One sec. There we go. Right, let's have a look at Anthony's current feelings. Let's see. So, straight at the bat, we got the lovers. Okay. We got Tracy followed me, my darling. That's why I said thank you for the follow. So what I say here with the lovers, my darling, is I feel like there is definitely a relationship coming, but I feel like there's a massive choice coming at the same time. Okay. And I feel like it's a massive choice on his part in where he wants to be next. I feel like it will involve you either way. It will just involve how quickly you two get back together or together. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he really does want you in his life, but I feel like he really struggles with honesty and to be honest about his feelings, okay? What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is that although he really wants you, I feel like it is going to take time for him to come forwards as he's trying to walk away from stress and pain. Not saying you're stressful or painful. He's just trying not to burden you with it. So he's trying to get out of that situation before he can go into a situation with you. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you will show love. I feel like this will take a couple of weeks for him to get into this area because he's in a couple of predicaments at the moment. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like it will get much, much, much easier for you. But I do feel like there is just going to be an ever so slight struggle. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like there are definitely going to be new beginnings for the both of you as well. So I feel like there are going to be new relationships moving forwards, okay? What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, especially with the Magician and the Star, is I feel like he's got so much going on right now. This is why he's struggling to come forth. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like it will pick up and get easier, okay? I also feel like he is struggling with his money at the moment, so I feel like this could be why everything isn't working at the moment. But I feel like he doesn't want to be honest about that with you because he doesn't want to burden you with that problem, my darling. What I will also say here for you as well, my sweet, is I feel like it will get much easier between the both of you. At the same time, I'll also say for you as well, my darling, is I do feel with the Five of Swords is it's almost like he's not trying to leave you in the shadows on purpose. I feel like he isn't trying to isolate you on purpose, my darling, at all. I do feel like he is genuinely trying to keep you up to date, keep you in touch, keep you coming forwards. But it's just getting into that situation, okay, which is like the hardest at the moment, okay. I feel like he's stubborn, so it's really hard to go forwards with him because of how stubborn he is. And it's almost like he doesn't want to ask for help or admit that he needs help when he does need it. So I feel like this could also be where some of the problems are as well, my darling, is he doesn't know how to admit when he needs help. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like it will move forwards easier with you. At the same time, what I'll also say here for you as well, my darling, is I do feel like he's got a few distractions his way at the moment, but I don't feel like the distractions will be staying, so I feel like you will be moving away from those as well. At the same time, I feel like he wants you to be the only distraction that he has, so I feel like he will be trying to move forwards with you very soon. At the same time, what I'll also say here is I feel in 1 month's time, he will express his true feelings for you. So I do feel like there will be a conversation with the both of you as well, my darling, so again, it is going to get easier, okay? I also feel like he has a few family issues at the moment, so I feel like that could also be in play as well. Okay, my darling, does that make sense? Brilliant. Oh, excuse me. Thanks, babes. Just trying to get answers. Thank you for the bless yous. How much would the private be? It depends what you go for. So if you message me on Instagram or thank you for the harmies. If you message me on Instagram or WhatsApp, my darling, I can definitely send you over the price lists. Okay. Okay. me one sec, my darlings. So we have just reopened my list. We've got 40 minutes left of the stream, so if you would like to get on the list, quickly do it before my list closes again. Okay, this once my list closed this time, it'll be permanently closed for the rest of the stream, so we don't have much longer before I close the list one more time. Okay, my darlings. So, do I have... DX, and then I've got Rainforest after DX. Thank you, Bruna. So, DX, what do you like your reading on, boo? General, we can do that. We like a wee general. What's your mood today? Then I can choose my deck. Yeah, Rainforest, you're after DX, my darling. You in a good mood? Okay, this is not the deck for you. If you're in a good mood, I feel like my I Ching deck would be better. So we'll go with that. We'll go with my I Ching. Because that other deck would have read you to shreds. You would not be in a good mood after it. You would be in like the most pissy mood ever. Like literally. You're welcome, my darling. Don't forget, guys, if you do have a good reading with me, or a bad one, if you do have a bad one, you don't know me. If you got a good one, don't forget to leave me a review. Okay? So yeah, don't forget, guys, if you want to leave me a review, just send me a wee message, and I will post a review. When you do a review, if you send a message before it or after it, just let me know if you want anything blurred out. It's like your username, your picture. If you don't want anything blurred out and you don't mind posting just the full thing, just send me the review. Okay? That can be through email, that can be through text message, that can be through WhatsApp, that can be through Instagram, DMs. I really don't care. Just let me know it's a review. Okay? So, Danielle, let's get you a reading, my darling. Let me show you the cards quickly. This deck, I do need to say this, I am promoting this deck. Yes, I'm promoting it because I was gifted it. Okay, so it's only fair for me to promote it. This is the lovely I Ching deck that I've got. Okay, that's the box to go with it. They are off of Etsy. Okay, let me just get the Etsy up. So they are from Etsy. And this person, they do have a lovely social media. You will actually have to go and find their social media because I can't remember what it's called. So they are the Sylvian Sage. That is actually their Instagram, Sylvian Sage. Okay, highly recommend them. They're 4.9. I'd rate them a 5-star to be quite frank. Okay, that is their Etsy. You can buy all of their stuff on Etsy. They're also in TikTok Shop as well, but I do prefer Etsy a lot more than TikTok Shop. We do love you, TikTok Shop, but I did get mine through Etsy, so I'm going to promote the Etsy. So that is like what the cards sort of look like. This is the sort of beautiful view that you do get. They are absolutely gorgeous. They've got a lovely glossy texture and look. Very, very sturdy. Okay, they move so easily, easy to shuffle with as well. They're absolutely gorgeous. They also sell crystals. If you do order a deck, you do get a crystal. I didn't, because I got mine gifted to me, so I didn't get a crystal. That's fine with me, because I will be ordering all of the decks. But you do get like crystals as well. They also have these sun catchers as well with crystals, which is absolutely amazing as well. Okay, again, I'm not paid to promote this. I just want to, especially since they gifted me the deck, so it's only right that I promote it. Those are the sorts of cards that you can get. So they're all different sorts. So you've got I Ching. Okay, you've got I Ching. You've got Love Oracle. So I got the Love Oracle I Ching. You've then got the normal I Ching. You've got the Money and Abundance Oracle and the Modern I Ching deck as well. They are free delivery if you're in the UK. I don't know if you're out of the UK though. because I'm from the UK. The next one I'll be ordering is just the I Ching Oracle and the modern I Ching. Actually, I'll be ordering all three. So it'll cost me 17 or 7. I can't do the maths, but y'all know what it is. Okay, so they've only got 4 decks right now, but that is absolutely cute and beautiful. We don't care if it's 4 decks. We don't care. They've got lovely ones. They've also got little holders as well. So you have crystal tarot holders or just normal holders. It doesn't matter. They've got those as well. So we do have that little beauty there. We also have this absolutely cute little Evil Eye Crescent Moon Sun wall hanging blue Nazar protection charm boho decoration as well, which is absolutely adorable on their Etsy. So they do have some really good Etsy products on there as well. Their delivery is out of this world. Okay, you do have a custom order to upgrade shipping, wrapping and stuff, so you can actually choose what it is. I don't know what that is for though, so I'm not going to tell you that bit. Okay, but again, they've got some lovely, absolutely wonderful stuff. They've been on Etsy for about 1 year. They are fucking amazing. I absolutely love them. If you do order them from them, tell them I sent you. Okay, because I say so. Literally. Okay, let them know I sent you. Okay, my darlings. But no, they are some absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous decks. Okay, I mean, just look at the I Ching Oracle. Just look at how adorable that looks. That's the I Ching. So I've got the Love one. I use the Love one for absolutely anything. I never stick to the names that they're used for. You've then got the Money and Abundance one. That's what it looks like. And then you've also got the modern I Ching one. These are estimated to be around about 24th to 28th of August. They are quite quick. They are from Scotland. Okay, I said that really weirdly, but yeah, they are Scotland. They're from Scotland. Okay, so if you live in the UK, it's quite quick delivery. I got mine within 2 days of 2 days. 2 days as soon as they told me they had posted it. So 2 days after they told me that they had posted it, it came. It was very, very, very quick. I will definitely be purchasing the crystal holders because y'all know me. There's only 3 crystal holders left, so if you do want one, you've got to do it fast. There's quartz, amethyst, green fluorite, and rose quartz. And if you order one of the decks, let me get you one of the decks. Let's say you order the deck that I was just promoting, which is absolutely fucking gorgeous. You can get it with clear quartz, rose quartz, green fluorite, and amethyst, or you can just get the cards only. Okay, so you don't have to have a crystal with them, but you can get one if you want. If you don't want a crystal, it's only $17.50. If you do want a crystal, it is $34.75. Okay, so if you do get the crystal, it's slightly more, but I can tell you now it is worth it. Okay, and I can tell you now they package it tightly, so there is barely any hope for it to be smashed. Not 100% guaranteed that it won't be smashed, but there's barely any hope for it to be smashed. Okay, so I do think that they are running a promotion at the moment, which is why it's $17.50. I do think it is normally $35, I think normally, but it looks like they are running a promotion, so I think it is just $17.50 for now. Okay, so get it while it's at a really good price. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Yeah. There you go. Right, on to the reading. Thank you for your patience. So, DX, are you still with me, Babs? I hope you are. Hello, thank you for your patience, my darling. So, let's get you your gemma with this deck. Let's do it. Let's have a look at what you get. Okay, easily. Straight off the bat, whenever you encounter someone being a twat to you, my darling, please stop reacting. Okay, sometimes you react to people slightly too much, and it's almost because you take everything to heart. And I feel like that is because you're an empath, my darling. So it's almost like when people say something, it hurts. Okay, and you don't find it funny. Okay. What I would also say here is sometimes you can't always tell if someone is joking with you. I don't think that's a bad thing. I feel like it's sometimes because you can almost feel what they actually truly mean. So it's almost like even if it's a joke, you don't find it like one because it does hurt. You can feel what they're actually meaning. You can feel what they're actually saying, and it hurts you. Okay, and I feel like you need to stop taking offense to everything. Okay, because I feel like sometimes you just don't always see the fun. And it's not your fault. It's because you can feel the true meaning sometimes. But what I say here is take it with a pinch of salt, because although there might be a true meaning behind it, they might just be saying it out of anger or anguish, due to something they're going through that day, and they're just jealous of what that you're not going through it. Okay, so what I say here is just because it feels painful at first, is don't take it to heart. There is no point. Okay, this is not going to help you out at all. It's just going to bring you pain, and you're just going to be sat there thinking, shit, where can I go? Okay, so you need to watch what you are doing, watch where you are going, my darling, because you are hurting yourself. Okay, and you are only hurting yourself. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I see so much success coming for you. I see so much joy coming for you, but I feel like you can't always see it yourself. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is you need to trust in your process. You need to trust in what you are going to be doing. Because I feel like you are a wanderer, my darling. You are someone that likes to move forwards, likes to go forwards, but doesn't always know the direction that they want to go. And that is because you like to take it by chance. You like to see where you could be and where you can go, and then decide on the spot. Okay. What I will also say here for you as well is I do feel like life is going to become easier for you once you start loving yourself a bit more. I feel there's been so much negativity in your life. I feel like you struggle to trust yourself. You struggle to trust your intuition. You struggle to trust people. Even getting this reading, you struggle to trust yourself to get this reading because you almost told yourself like you don't want to be crying today. And I feel like you spoke to yourself this morning where you're like, I don't want to cry today. I actually want to get through one day where I feel happy. So I feel like when you're trying to choose to get a reading today, you're almost there like, do I really want to risk being like crying again? Okay, because I feel recently you've been going through a lot of depression. I feel like you've been struggling with your mental health. Okay, and I feel like it is down to other people mistreating you. And I also feel like you have had some cyberbullying recently as well, where some streamers aren't being very nice. Okay, aren't treating you with respect. I feel like you take that to heart as well. But I also feel like you're taking it to heart through other people when they're just there like being absolutely toxic. And the problem is you don't want to remove them because you don't want to hurt them. Because you care so much in what other people think about you. You want to try and keep that good image even if they're already slating you. Okay, so what I would say here is stop caring so much and remove them when they need to be removed. Okay, you don't need to keep them. They don't need to stay in your life. You can remove them, my darling. Okay, and you've got to remember that you can remove them. They don't have to be there. Okay, and the sooner you remember that, the easier your life is going to be. Okay, the easier your life is going to be and the better it's going to be, my darling. Okay, what I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you will definitely be able to move forwards. Okay, I feel like you've got a few mountains to get over, but I don't think it's anything too hard. Maybe a little bit of counselling might just help you out. Okay, just a little bit of counselling just so you can notice your self-worth. Okay, because I feel like you are going to blossom and I feel like you are going to grow into something big, beautiful and wonderful. Okay, at the same time I feel like you're a very modest person. You don't like being like too outright, just like showing people too much. You like to be quite modest with what you have, what you earn. And you like to give people that joy as well. I feel like you do try and preserve your energy a lot more now, especially as you got older. I feel like you do preserve yourself a little bit more. But I feel like you could definitely do it a little bit more around the negative people. I feel like you're making a lot of progress, and I feel like it's taken a long time, but you're starting to trust the process. Okay, you're starting to move forward and trust where you are going. Trust in what you are doing, and I feel like that is making you feel so much better. Okay. I feel like that is making it so much easier for you. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you will find the correct direction that you want to be as well. Okay. What I would also say here as well is I feel like your family is finally going to be behind you. I feel for the last couple of years they put you through like a storm. Okay, quite a negative storm at that as well. And I feel like you've gone through so much fucking pain. And you're finally getting to the point where you can start trusting them again. Okay, and I feel like it's because they're slowly coming back in and giving you the apology that you need. It feels like that will be happening soon. Okay, they will actually start being by your side and be like, look, we fucked up. Okay, we were rude, we were narcissistic, and we weren't nice. And they're going to take ownership for that. And they're going to give you the biggest apology you have ever had, you've ever wanted. Okay, and they're going to show you everything you've ever needed. Okay, so they're going to give you everything again. They're going to make sure that you can actually be the daughter that they didn't see. Okay, and they're going to see you for who you are. Okay, my darling. I feel like you are quite a fifth dimensional person. You're very fifth dimensional. Okay. What I will also say here as well, my darling, is I do feel like everything is going to fall into place. Okay, you still have the joy that you did when you were once a kid. Okay, so there is still that joy there for you, my darling. There is still that joy, and that is because your energy is shifting. Okay, and that is because you're becoming resistant to all the negative people. That is because you're becoming resistant of all the negative vibe. Okay, and that is because you're just going with the flow, and you're finally ascending into something that you can be and that you enjoy. Okay, my darling, does that make sense? Let's see where the success is coming from. I feel like it's more mental success than physical, my darling. Okay, so it's where you're going to finally be able to see yourself for who you are and not for what people thought you were. So it's going to be more like mental success where you can actually accept yourself now. Okay, and everything else will fall back into place. Okay, so once your mental success, inner truth. So once your mental success happens, everything else can follow. Okay. You're very welcome, my darling. You're very welcome. Right, do I have rainforest next? Oh, excuse me. Thanks. Thank you. You're after rainforest, my darling. Thank you, rainforest. Have you paid, my darling? Because I can let you know where you are on the list. I am not adding you on Discord. I have said that many a time. But yeah, rainforest, what would you like your reading on, boo? General and money love situation, we can do that. We can do that. Give me 1 sec. It's not what I fucking want. Actually, that is what I fucking want. You can go. Thank you. Actually, no, I don't think that's what I want. Is that what I want? You seem very cheap to be what I want. Yep, that's what I want. But that's what I want. I've just bought that. So I can now do videos when it's like that. It's only $11.99. Very cheap. So, Rainforest, let's see what you get, boo. Let's see. Oh, your love's like getting better. Your love is getting much more easier, my darling. Okay, I don't think that there's going to be any stress. I feel like your love is going to be much nicer. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you're going to find a much easier situation for you, okay? So I feel like there is going to be less of a struggle for you. At the same time, what I'll also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you're going to find the direction that you want to go with your money. But more with the love is I feel like M is coming back to you, and I feel like A is being removed. I really do. Okay, I feel like he is finally getting the balls to remove her, my darling. What I will also say here for you as well, my sweet, is I finally feel like he's actually working his way up to you, okay? What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like there's a lot more honesty coming your way as well. At the same time, what I'll also say here is I feel like the money's finally coming forwards. I feel like there is back pay end of this month, start of next month, okay? So I really do feel like there is that back pay coming. I would say that you need to give your boss a little nudge though, okay? I really do feel like you need to give your boss a nudge, my darling. Make sure he realises what he's doing, okay? Make sure you're getting him back. Make sure you're getting him there, okay? You've got to keep bringing him in, okay? What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like everything is going to get much easier for you. At the same time, what I'll also say for you as well, my darling, is I don't feel like you're going to be stuck anymore. Okay, I really don't feel like you're going to be stuck. What I would also say here for you as well, oh my god, my voice. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like there's going to be less conflict for you. I would also say here as well, there's going to be more progress for you. And I feel like your boss will actually help you out, to be quite frank, my darling. So yeah, it will work out. What I would also say here is I feel like A is starting to realise that M doesn't want her. Okay. So I feel like there's definitely going to be that work towards you as well, my darling. What I will also say for you as well, my sweet, is I feel like there's going to be a lot more honesty from M towards you. I feel like he's been sitting in the darkness. Okay. How long am I... well, if you're back, I can do your reading, Sage, don't I? Okay. What I will also say for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he's realising how much of an abomination he's been. Okay, how mean he's been towards you as well. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, he's realising how much of a darkness you've been in. I feel like M is. He's finally realising where you've gone. Okay, what's happened to you. He's finally realising that you are going through a massive struggle and that he needs to pull his weight. And I feel like the boss is starting to realise how bad he's been. Okay. So I feel like they're both going to start trying to help you out and actually being there for you. Okay. I don't think there's going to be any much more struggle. I really don't. Okay. What I will also say here as well, my darling, is I feel like there's going to be a lot more honesty between both of them. Okay. Because they're both grateful to have you. But no, I feel like it is all going to work out. It's just going to take time. Okay. But not much longer. Does that all make sense, Boo? Laura, thank you for your payment, Boo. Free questions will be on a Monday, my darling. That's when we do all the free stuff. Apart from yes and no's, that's every day of the week. You're welcome, my darling. Hello, Tracy. How are you, my darling? But yeah, did that make sense, Rainforest? Oh, just so you know, I've got, let me just mute one sec, guys. Thank you for the heart me, my darling. Okay, so I'm going to presume that made sense to Rainforest. I'm going to go on to the next person. And I can always come back to Rainforest. Do I have Laura? Please? And then I've got Sage afterwards. Hello, Laura. Oh, my phone's on 20%. Shit. I can't see you on PayPal, my darling. Hello, Natasha. How are you, boo? Oh, you were on Stripe. Oh, okay. You'll be next, my darling. That's why I didn't see you. Sorry. Sorry. So, it's only a Celtic Cross, so don't worry. It'll be very quick. So, on yours and ours energy. Thank you, boo. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see. Let's see. Let's have a look. Also, guys, remember, don't forget to check out my live gift goal. If you do gift any of the live gift goals, you can actually get a private reading with me from them. Okay. This is Laura's. Bruno, you're next, my darling, after Laura. Okay, boo? Now I know that you're on strike. Sorry. So, let's have a look. Let's see what you get. So, Laura, straight away, my darling, I feel like the old energy from the both of you is slowly decaying. I feel like you're both going more towards a positive energy now. I feel like it's becoming much more of an easier energy. I also feel like it's becoming much more nicer, okay? Where everything negative is slowly decaying, slowly being get rid of. Okay, so I feel like it is going in a better direction for the both of you, okay, my darling? What I would also say for you as well is I also feel it's almost like it's becoming more genuine. Okay, I feel like he's actually moving towards you. I feel like he's actually trying now. Okay. And I feel like he's actually there to be with you. He's there to respect you and to respect your boundaries. He's there to respect everything. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like there's a lot more honesty coming between the both of you as well, my darling. Okay. At the same time for you as well, my darling, is I feel like there wouldn't be no more jealousy. I feel like there will be a lot of joy. I feel like you two are getting over the mountains. I feel like a lot of your wishes are coming true as well, my darling, with each other. So I feel like we have that positive as well. What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like you need to relax. Okay, definitely relax, my darling. Okay. At the same time, I feel like your relationship is about to start growing. I feel like it's about to start growing for the better as well, my darling. What I will also say here for you as well is I feel like it's no longer going to be stagnant. I feel like it is going to be much more prominent, much more in your face, much more there. Hi, how are you? Okay, sort of feel and look. Okay, my darling? Does that make sense? You're very welcome, my darling. Okay, Boona. So will we actually call tonight, and he'll be honest on the call? Has he done anything with the other people, like texting, etc., as he's actually keeping to himself? Let's see. So first of all, let's answer yes or no's. Will you guys call tonight? Let's see. I feel like you guys will actually call tonight. Yes, my darling. Okay. So I do feel like you will actually call tonight. Yes. Okay. Has he done anything with other people? Let's see. No, I don't feel like he has, my darling. No. Okay, it doesn't look like he's done anything with other people. Okay, my darling, so no. Okay, so let's have a wee look at what's coming. What's coming? Let's see. So let's see how your relationship with them are going to be. Let's see. So I feel like the relationship is starting to build up, my darling, and I feel like it is going to continue to be positive. I feel like he is going to be very honest with you as well. I feel although it's become a little dark between the both of you, I don't think it is going to stay dark for much longer, okay? I feel like there is going to be the connection that you need, okay? What I will also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he is going to be definitely more open with you, as I feel like he is shifting into a better relationship with you as well. I also feel like he is going to be a lot more sincere. Okay, he's going to be a lot more sincere with you. He's going to be a lot more sincere towards you as well. So I do see that as well, my darling. So it is going to be in that more easy perspective. What I will say, though, my darling, is you just got to watch out for what you're doing. Make sure that you are staying honest to yourself, that you are staying truthful to yourself as well. Because we don't want to be moving into that relationship with them, but we're not being honest with ourselves. Okay? What I will also say here as well is I feel like you both are making progress with each other, so I feel like the progress is becoming better. But what I will say here is you need that inner truth. Because I feel although all your wishes are coming true, and I feel although you are seeing where you need to be going, you're not understanding where you need to be going. And I feel like that is where the pain is at the moment, that is where it's a bit hard. So I do feel like it is going to start to work out, but you have to keep moving that bit forward. You have to keep making the understandings, and you have to keep working together, okay? Or you will never find where you need to be, okay? But no, I feel like the relationship between the both of you is definitely working out, and I feel like it is definitely getting easier, okay? Does that make sense? Yes. Everything I do is future-wise, my darling. Unless we're doing this, like, looking at yourself. When we're doing, like, self-love, then that's not future. That's actually on you, there and then. But no, tough love is the only present. Everything else is always future. Okay? But yeah, does that all make sense, Boo? Thank you for the follow. Yes, we will, my darling. I can't in this one, my darling, because it was only a Celtic Cross. So Celtic Cross are quite short. They are. They're only like one question, really. Okay, Boo. Sorry. Do I have Sage? You're the last reading. And now I'm popping off my tea, and I'm going to see Spider-Man again. Send your questions on Insta. Thank you. Let's do the light-hearted one first. Angie, Bruna, don't worry, Boo. Have a good one, my darling. If you ask me that on WhatsApp, and we can sort that out, Boo, okay? Hello. So, will you pass your driving test? Let's see. Will you pass your driving test? Yes, you will, my darling, yes. Will you sort out your relationship? I feel like you will, my darling. You are just going through a mini break. It isn't going to be for too long, okay? So I feel like it is going to get easier. It just feels like it's going to be hard right now, and that is due to the fact that you're not used to this sort of thing, okay, my darling? I feel like there is definitely still love between the both of you, and I feel like there is still love there, my darling. So what I would say here is I don't feel like there's anything to worry about there. I feel like you're just on a path of confusion at the moment, and so is she, okay? What I will also say here as well, my darling, is she's just been a twat. Okay, she's just being selfish. She's not really thinking about how you're feeling and that you guys need to talk this out. She's only thinking about herself. And she's been a selfish, egotistical, narcissistic bitch. Okay. to put it nicely. If you can actually call what I've just said nice, I don't know. But no, I feel like it will work. I feel like it will take time, but I feel like you will get there. What I will say here is I feel like you guys just need to learn to grow together. Because I feel right now the relationship is growing, but the people aren't growing with it. So your relationship's growing, but you two aren't growing at the same space. If anything, you're growing apart. Okay? So you guys need to actually look at how you can grow together, how you can grow forwards, and actually learn it. Okay? Because right now, you're both being a little bit egotistical, you're both not taking responsibility, and you're both not listening to each other. You're both playing victim. Okay? She's playing it a little bit better. Okay? But you're to blame as well. I'm going to be honest there. Okay? You're not really expressing your true feelings. Okay? Yes, you're saying your feelings, but you're not saying your true feelings. You're not actually expressing how it's really making you feel because you are too scared. You're pussyfooting around it. You are too scared to actually say what you feel because you don't want to push her away anymore. Well, how is a relationship meant to work if you're just going to keep hiding feelings? That's what's going to push them away, not honesty. Honesty is what brings you both close together. So you need to be more honest with each other. You need to actually have trust with each other. But no, instead you two hide the feelings. Don't say anything truthfully, not quite honest with each other, especially with the feelings at the moment. Yet you expect to work it out with each other. How is that meant to work? I do not know. Okay, so you guys need to actually pick it up or fuck off from each other. Simple as. Okay. If you guys want it to work, you've got to make it work. And that is not what you are doing. Okay. It's almost like you guys don't trust each other enough to be able to be adult enough to deal with the emotions. Thus, you are making yourself feel solo. Okay, and you have isolated yourself. Okay, like I said, you two are growing away. You're not growing together. Okay. She's walking off a cliff and you're walking into darkness. Okay, you're going into a mountainous area, she's falling off of it. Okay, so if you want this to work, you two really have to start opening up together. A break is fine, but you still need the communication. You need to message back and go, look, we need to talk this out. Okay, but it's the only way the true love is going to stay there is if you actually talk. And you're running out of time. Big time. Okay. Your time is running out by an hour a second. To be quite frank. Every second that goes by, an hour is lost. Okay. So, you need to work it out quick. And stop being stagnant. Okay. Does that make sense, Boo? Brilliant. I like being harsh. You're welcome. Harsh is best. Love that. Right, I'm going to pop off now, my darlings. I'll be back tomorrow at some point. I don't know when yet. So I am going to pop off for now. Have a lovely rest of your evening, afternoon, or day, depending wherever you are. And yeah, enjoy yourselves. And remember, stay safe. Okay. Bye for now, my darlings. Ta-da.